Hi everyone, Rena here. Welcome to the Mama Elephant 10th anniversary release. We are at day 4 and we are fast approaching release day. Make sure you take a look at the schedule as Mama Elephant will be posting the special anniversary promos on the 14th. So let's kick off today's video with You've Got Mail. This stamp set was illustrated by Ada Zamora, and I am loving her illustrations where they have stacked critters. I think it's so cute, and I love the mail theme for cards, and I just love this whole stamp set. But for some reason, one of my favorite stamps is the little envelope with the heart on it. I think it's so cute. I slapped it on the card because I had to. But I just really love the stacked critters. They're so fun to color, so easy. Also, there's 4 little envelopes on the right side, and they're super tiny, but that's actually one stamp, and the coordinating die is one die, and it cuts all 4 at once. Here's a look at the coordinating dies for You've Got Mail. Also, we're going to take a look at Magic Snow Cover Creative Cuts. It's a great cover die, and it has an embossed snowflake image on it, and it looks so nice cut out. You could also ink blend it lightly to make the snowflakes stand out. So today I thought I would use my Zig markers to color in the images. I always like using my Zigs for Ada Zamora images. So I also am using some new Zig colors. I had forgotten, this is how messy my room is. I had forgotten that I had ordered the new Zig Clean Color set. It's called the 30 color set A, and I am just loving these colors. I think part of it is it's something new, it's new colors, and they're kind of like, I haven't even had a chance to swatch them yet, but they're kind of like muted down, kind of like medium jewel tones. So I just loved using them, and it was nice to use a new marker. It like felt so nice because my other markers are like, I've had them for quite some time and they're like well loved, so it was really nice to hold like a nice clean new marker, and it was like filled with ink. But I'm really digging these colors, so I tried a few when I was coloring the images today. So the 2 colors you see there are from the new set, and I just love it. It's just a muted down color, and I love the way it looks. So I'm using Bristol Smooth cardstock. I stamped out the images using a Memento. I believe this is Rich Cocoa ink. For some reason I spaced out before this video, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, what what ink do I use for watercolor? But I knew I had bought this pad specifically for watercolor, so I'm using Memento. Every single time I forget how much I like using these watercolor pens. I also use the Arteza ones too. The Arteza ones work just the same, but if you use them frequently, they will run out of ink, and I don't believe you can buy them individually, but you can buy the Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens individually. I like both. I also grabbed a couple of Artezas because I knew what colors they look like, so I pulled some of those too. So I use all of them interchangeably. But what I like to do is I like to lift the image and let gravity help me out. I find that the image looks better because like the water like flows where you want it to, because if I color like straight on, it like may puddle, or it might just sit, so like the pigment will sit somewhere where I don't like it to. But I have been having a lot of luck just moving the paper to where I want the ink to go and let gravity take it there. Also, I have a little fan at the side of me, and I like to dry it off if it gets too wet, and it makes it easier to layer when it's a little bit dry. So I've been having such good luck lately with my zigs. The blush, I don't want it too super concentrated, so I'll write on an acrylic block and pick up the ink using my water brush pen and then putting it on the paper. So these were super easy to color. I can't believe how quick it was to color these images. In the past, they would look super scary to me because I would think, oh my gosh, it's so big, I don't want to make a mistake. But it was like super easy. I loved using the watercolor pens. It just makes it glide. And I can't get this effect when I use Copic markers, kind of that like soft, dreamy kind of look. It's hard to do with Copic markers for myself. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have colored the bear like a polar bear, but I always think of these things after I color it. But I use like a blush color on the bear, and I just love that color. I have better luck when I use lighter colors, so I kind of like that blush color because it's a mixture of like brown and pink. So here's a look at Magic Snow Cover. It has some nice detailing. I'm also using the Back to Basics Arches Creative Cuts. I'll be featuring that on another day, but I thought I would sneak that into this video because I wanted to use it for this card. I cut it out to make a window on the panel, and I cut out the inside to make a little snowbank using the wavy borders. So that was fun to do. So both of these panels I've cut out using that Magic Snow Cover, and I just really love the snowflake detail that kind of like it adds something in the background. So I'm just going to simply adhere my images down. I always kind of analyze like how should I lay them down so it's evenly spaced. So I'll put the ones that I think are going to be hardest, and then I work around that because I wanted to make sure that Mouse was like right next to the sentiment and it was at a certain angle. So I put him first there, and then I believe I put in the envelope next because I didn't want to run out of space for it because I wanted to use it. And then lastly, I put in the last image so everything kind of lays where I want it to. I'll be adhering this card front to a card base, and I'll be calling this card done. This has been my favorite card I've made so far for the release. I just love the images, and it's so easy to make a card when it's almost like the scene is made for you already. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day. Stay safe, happy crafting, and stay cool, my friends. It is still warm over here where I'm at. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.